Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
A friend of mine taught me if you need more energy and somebody was asking, you do this.
Yeah.
So next time you're feeling less low energy on the stage, all you do is super. Make sure you all are known that how far is the next person. Don't fall on them. Just like what I'm instructing you over here, my name is Mazahir. I'm playing the role of a sergeant at arms for a meeting. The role is very basic. It's simply to tell you what you should do and what you shouldn't. How many of you have gone to a theatre recently? Movie theatre? Recently? Movie theatre? 6 months also recent, by the way. 1 year. Jimmy? Decade. Cool. You with me, I'm with you. Okay? I'm like one of those Rang De Basanti guys. I remember that movie. When you go to a theatre, even to watch a play or anything interesting, what you might notice is just before the movie starts, there is one important thing that arrives on the screen. No, I'm not. Aha, okay, that is good, alright. Somebody was saying some gutka guy and some ads and all that. I don't know, okay. I know ad happens. But what it tells you is that before you start watching something, before you're paying attention to something, before there are people who are paying attention to something, you need to be cognizant of the environment. What is the first thing that they may want you to take care of is the phone. I'll give you a couple of seconds, take out your phone, just like me. And then there is this magic button that puts your phone to silent mode, maybe to vibrate, or complete silent. Give you some seconds to do that. Meanwhile, check your WhatsApps also, it's fine, nothing urgent. From WhatsApp, if there is any important call that you have, that you must take it. If you can't avoid it in any situation, it's okay, get up and go outside. But if there's some call which can wait for about a minute or two, and if you necessarily take it, walk out or walk in the room when there's an applaud happening. Now what happens is, you know at that time, there's a switch between the speaker. So it doesn't distract. Imagine I'm speaking over here, suddenly somebody gets up and starts walking out. And it becomes a distraction. Imagine this is as important as your speech. First rule, apart from mobile. Second rule is avoid chit-chatting if possible. Avoid chit-chatting if possible. Now what happens, we might really have an important point to convey. Use something called WhatsApp. Let them know. Give them that IA signal. And you may want to convey in case, but avoid it so far. For our meeting, we track your attendance. So we do have an attendance QR code which will be passed on to everybody. Even if you're a guest, select yourself as guest. If you're a member, you'll find yourself as a member and do mark your attendance. Apart from attendance, we also have an e-voting link. E-voting link, QR will be provided to you later. You will hear speeches today. You're hearing people who are taking roles over here. You'll be hearing the table topic speeches as well. A lot is going to happen. There are multiple people who will be coming to the stage and delivering their part. Towards the later part, it becomes your responsibility to vote for the right person. So the voting QR code will also be circulated. Any big organization that I am aware about always has a mission and a vision. Similarly in Toastmaster also, and now if I may want to bring your attention to the standee right here, we do have our club mission written right here. Says we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. And I think that last line resembles the most to me. That we all are here to see a better self-confident person within ourselves and do a personal growth. That is what we're here for. Alright? As a Toastmaster Club of Whitefield, we also are very cognizant of any kind of a sexist remark, any joke on opposite gender, any kind of a scenario wherein we find that it is inappropriate. We would request you to kindly be cognizant of the environment because we all are here for learning and growth and all of that. Today's theme, poetry. It's very special to me. Reason, because whatever I'm doing today as an opener, I remember back in the school, class 8, there was a Hindi teacher who gave me a compliment because I read my textbook really well in front of the class. And that's a very fine compliment that I remember given to me in the first days of my school time. And I think sometimes these small gestures helps you become a better person. You will remember that. I still remember the teacher who complimented me for my reading skill. In poetry or in Toastmaster, compliments are important. In Toastmaster, the way how we give compliment is by the round of applause. What we noticed is that initially we are like, ha ha ha, everybody is too good. And as the meeting progresses, the energy comes. Harsh is like, Mazahir, I agree with you the most. So we're not going to let that happen. All with me?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to do it in style of YT Toastmaster. I'm going to move my hand like this and you will clap with my gesture. Is that okay? Right? I know we all don't do it in sync, but we'll practice now from the very first. 3, 2, 1. Super. Hold on. It's just up. 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much. I love that energy, right? So I hope you'll be cognizant. As a Sergeant Arm, I'll be placing myself near the door so I can interrupt any person who's coming in between the meeting, and I'll be the one responsible. For your information or good to know fact, washrooms are on the left hand side. As you go out, there are washrooms available. Exit of the apartment is from the outside. You go round and you exit from the gate. Same is the entry. After the meeting, we'll be inviting you for a small chai break. It's kind of cold today outside. Please do join us. Now let me switch over the role to as a presiding officer for today's meeting. So my name is Mazahir and I'm also the presiding officer. And let me officially open the meeting number 51 with the stroke of gavel. So now because the poetry is the theme and I am kind of good in poetry in Hindi, so forgive me in case who doesn't understand the Hindi as a language. I would love to explain the meaning to you later, right? And actually I'll start with one, which I will also tell you in Hindi, in English as well. But before that, there are so many poetries that I'm aware about. For example, there is this mushairas that happens, right? Where there will be like a host and we call them a master of ceremony or something, which we will have it. So Salim Jafri was sitting right in the corner and then this guy introduces John Elia. And before he could introduce John Elia as a poet, and he says, this shair that he quotes is by the Shires of Shire. Mir Taki Mir is whom I'm referring to. This guy is known as the father of all the poets in Urdu. And the shair goes, Yun pukare hai mujhe kucho jana wale. Yun pukare hai mujhe kucho jana wale. Idhar aave chaak gireba wale. It means this is how they call me in my streets. Somebody who's nothing lesser than a person who's roaming like a mad person, right? And that's how he introduces John. Now John, who's a really renowned poet of his time, also responds to him and says, so he calls him John Aulia. Aulia is basically a title that you can give. He said, whatever you are for me is who you are. I am neither John nor Aulia. So it was a nice, camaraderie that you basically see. And a lot more learning, in terms of how do you basically have that, have the tuning on the stage between two people. I think there's a lot that you can learn from them. So another one that I have, and I think this is one of my personal themes. It says, this is a little bit of Urdu, by the way. I will have a translation right after this, but listen to the Urdu and enjoy it. It says, Tudiye baad mukhalif se na ghabra e uqab. तुदिए बाद मुखालिफ से ना घबरा है उकाब ये तो चलती है तुझे ऊंचा उड़ाने के लिए. This is by Sayyid Sadiq Hussain. It says, don't fear the intensity of headwind, O eagle. It only blows to help you fly even higher. Every couplet, every poem, small, long, and stanzas written in two. By the way, there are shairs which can be even said in one line too, in case. Then there are 2, then there are 3, there are 4, and I have seen the 6 stanza shair as well. It can even be as good as 6 as well. I'm sure there are more than that. right? But this is my information. This meeting is something that I'm really excited for Whitefield Toastmaster, for the environment. I remember we recently had a 50th meeting, and I wish over there I could have said this, that मैं अकेला ही चला था जानिबे मंजिल मगर लोग साथ आते गए एक कारवां बन गया. It all means that I, and not here definitely, not in Toastmaster, we are always the people. I walked alone towards maybe a destiny. There were people who came around, and then it became a group of people. A group of people which is really near and dear to me. And sometimes I do get emotional on the stage. I mean, this is one such moment. Because we are right now at the 51 meeting. We just had a 50th meeting, and I'm really looking forward for too many more to come. I know there are some guests in our meeting. I will definitely have your introduction towards the later part. As a presiding officer, I also have few announcements that I would like to make, but I will do it towards the later part. As a presiding officer, I will also be announcing the result for the vote, so I'll make sure the voting QR gets circulated. All of that. Cool? Yes. Cool? Okay. So did you like the way how Mazahir did the poetry in Hindi?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, cool. Do not expect that from the TMOD, because this TMOD is really special. When I wanted to ask about the hobbies that he has, and he told me, so I'm a passionate Formula One watcher. But then he said he had an opportunity to get into a race car. Another connection that I have with him, that I find myself personally connected to this college called Amrita Vidyapeeth. So our Master of Ceremony is an alumni of Amrita Vidyapeeth, Coimbatore. Right? Also, he works for the electric car company. Today in the morning, he shared a very nice news with me, and it's a big thing. He said, I went for a business trip recently, and I got few MOUs signed with new companies for the company which is not based out of India. That's a huge achievement. I think with that, good news and all of that, let's welcome with a 100th round of applause our Master of Ceremony for today's meeting, Toastmaster Vaishak.
And I could perform as I did, all thanks to Toastmasters. I have to say that. Words in a dance, a language romance. Poetry's a song where the feelings belong. Light meets the shade in a rhythmic parade. In rhythm and rhyme, it travels through time. Poets are magicians with words like conditions. Readers are voyagers through verses like corridors. In simple delight, the words take flight. Poetry whispers, making ordinary bright. Dear Presiding Officer, fellow Toastmasters and guests, welcome to the 51st meeting of Whitefield Toastmasters with the theme Poetry. As a Toastmaster of the day, it is my responsibility to introduce everyone that comes on the dais. And for the benefits of the guests and the Toastmasters as well, I would like to run you through this meeting in a poetic way. In 3 rounds we convene, a meeting scene. First on stage, a prepared speech engage. A lesson to unfold, a story to gauge. With words well prepared, a message to share. In the spotlight's glow, courage in the air. Next in line, table topics shine. Thinking on feet, a skill to refine. Guests invited to play, join the array. Speaking on a whim in the meeting's ballet. Last in the tale, the final detail. Evaluation round, where judgments set sail. Prepared speeches in view, and all things anew. The general evaluator and team, the critical crew. In the Toastmasters realm, speeches unfold with grace. Euphoria graces each word, turning thoughts into a vibrant space. So in this trio dance, we take chance. Speech, topics, and evaluation the meetings advance. To those who couldn't quite grip the poem, this meeting is divided into 3 sections. The first section, we will have the prepared speech, where we will have 2 speakers presenting the speeches according to their parts. And we will have the speech evaluators evaluating those speeches as well. We will then move on to the table topic section, where the guests are also invited to join, and there will be, it's called an impromptu speech. So you will be given a topic and given 2 minutes to finish your speech. The third and final part is where the general evaluator will give his feedback for the entire meeting. And then we conclude. Sounds good?
Yes.
Right. So, the first order of business is for me to call upon the general evaluator for him to introduce the tag team. But, as our theme says, it has to be in a poetic way. This guy, a tower in the human sea, a noticeable presence for all to see. In every room, he's a living skyscraper, a gentle giant and an awe-inspiring shaper. From afar, his presence a beacon bright, a soul so warm, a comforting light. He weaves laughter like a master of art, a rare character playing his part. In EY's realm, Kevin wears the consultant's cap, a Toastmaster for 3 years. In words he's wrapped. Now, as a VPPR for the Whitefield Toastmasters Club's embrace, he weaves words with humor, style, and grace.
Thank you, Vaishak, for that incredible poetry on myself. Please share it with me after this meeting. But sorry to my tag team, I don't have a poetry for you guys. But I have your introductions. So, as a general evaluator, like Vaishak said, I'll be evaluating this entire meeting by the end, towards the end of this meeting. And so to help me with this, I have a timer, Arkounder and grammarian who will be also looking into how the meeting was going and will give a feedback towards the end. So to start off, I would like to first introduce the timer for today. So timer, she's by profession, she's a data scientist and would like to play badminton and cricket during her free time. And I would like to call upon Toastmaster Anjani, who will be giving an intro about his role.
Good morning everyone, I am Anjani Kumar.
Good morning.
I am Anjani Kumar. Today I will be playing the role of timer. As timer, my role is to ensure all the speeches are on track with respect to time, and I will be taking note of all the timings here for each speech. So to do so, I will be using 3 sets of cards. One green, next one is yellow, third one is red. So today we have multiple speeches. So for prepared speech, speaker gets 5 to 7 minutes. At the end of 5 minutes, I will be showing green card, yellow card at 6 minutes, and red at 7 minutes. Here speaker gets 30 seconds as a grace period. For icebreaker session, speaker gets 4 to 6 minutes. At end of 4 minutes, I'll show green card, yellow card at 6 and red card at 7. Here as 6, sorry. Here as well, speaker gets 30 seconds as grace period. For table topic, speaker gets 1 to 2 minutes. At end of 1 minute, I'll show green card, 1:30 yellow, and at the end of 2 minutes, red card. Here as well, speaker gets 30 seconds as grace period. And finally, evaluator gets 2 to 3 minutes for evaluation, feedback. At end of 2 minutes, I will be showing green card, 2:30 yellow, and at the end of 3 minutes, red card. Here as well, evaluator gets 30 seconds as grace period. So towards the end of the meeting, I'll be coming back with the timer report. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anjani, for that elaborate description of what timer role is all about. And I hope everyone is aware of how the time cards will be shown in the meeting. Now, I would like to call upon another important person in the evaluation, which will be the R counter. So, our R counter is an analyst, a person who finds life's meaning daily and believes in always keeping a smile no matter what. And I would like to call upon the smiling person, Toastmaster Dev.
It is often said that if you take care of the small things, the big things will take care of themselves. To a speaker, these filler words can be the smallest things. These can dilute your speeches. Therefore, it's vital to eliminate them. Good morning, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, I'll be the R counter. The purpose of R counter is to note the words and sound that are used as crutch or pause fillers by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, you know. I will also listen for filler words, including I will also note the speaker who repeats the word, such as I, this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times each speaker used these expressions. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dev. I hope the R's and Ums will be less today. Now, the last and again another important person who will be part of the evaluation team is the grammarian. And I would like to give an intro about a grammarian. He is hailing from North Karnataka. He has done his he's a second year BCA student, and his hobbies are playing cricket and watching movies. And I would like to call upon Toastmaster Bhima.
Good morning. Fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. I am Bhima, grammarian for today's meeting. My responsibility is to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their usage of language. I will take note of good usage of language, also not good usage of language. For today's meeting, the word of the day is euphoria, which means a feeling of great happiness. An example of using the word of the day, winning the championship brought a wave of euphoria to the entire team. And another example of using the word of the day, the surprise proposal left her in a state of euphoria that lasted for days. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. Whenever any speaker on the stage uses the word of the day, I would request audience to show a silent thumbs up sign as a mark of appreciation. I will give my report when called upon by the General Evaluator at the end of the meeting. Thank you. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhima, for a description of what a grammarian role is all about. I'm already in a state of euphoria the way Mazahir and Vaishak has started the meeting. I hope all of you will be in a state of euphoria by the time we end this meeting and the whole day. With this, I would like to hand over the stage back to Toastmaster Vaishak.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kevin. We now move on to the first round, the prepared speech session. Like I mentioned before, we have two speakers in this session, and the first speaker today is delivering his icebreaker speech, which is the first speech in a Toastmasters journey. So it's very special. And I request the audience to please stand up and appreciate the speaker after he's delivered his speech. His speech will be evaluated by Toastmaster Monica. In the world of marketing, Monica thrives. Amongst MNC waves where success arrives, her heart blooms like flowers in a vibrant display, for plants are her solace where serenity holds sway. A passionate traveler seeking adventures untold, in lands far and wide her stories unfold. A journey of discovery, a spirit unbound, Monica's zest for life and echo resound. Please come on the stage.
Thank you, Vaishak, for such a wonderful introduction. My speaker is Harshit, Toastmaster Harshit. He is delivering the L1P1, which is the icebreaker speech. And the purpose of his speech is he's introducing himself to the club and learning the basic structure of public speaking. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hailing from Agra, Harshit stands firm. A CA and a CFA, finance is his term. In the world of books, his mind takes flight. Badminton battles, a spirited delight. A chat with him unveils a diverse jubilee. Finance, books, and travel, his conversational key. So let's embark your first travel here, so fine. Harshit's world where passions entwine. Toastmaster Harshit. Toastmaster Harshit, his introduction, Toastmaster Harshit.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am Harshit Bansal and I came from Agra, the city famous for Taj Mahal and Petha. And right now I'm working in a Standard Chartered Bank in a product control role. Now go back to my schooling. Okay, so I have done my schooling from my hometown Jalesar, which is a town located nearby Agra. Okay, so I was good in studies and I used to get so many candies from my tutor for performing well. Okay, but what happened in all the families, right? There is one kid who is favorite of your parents. Simply we call Sharma ji ka ladka, right? So in my family, it was my cousin only. He was too good in studies, right? So it was a time when I was in a 10th standard and he was in a 12th standard. Again, he topped 12th in Agra. And I barely got 63% marks, which is quite humiliating if you compare this like a topper with the 63%. But it's a kind of a moment of realization for me, and I introspect about actually what happened with me, because I worked very hard for it, right? So on that day, I took a decision that I will do something on my own. So Tony Robbins beautifully said about the power of decision. It is in the moment of decision that your destiny is shaped. Okay, so I started looking for a toughest course in a commerce. Okay, so I got to know about the chartered accountancy. Okay, I have opted for it. Okay, so once I opted for it, there are so many people just like in your network. So they never called me, right? But when I opted for a CA, he called me and asked me, Ashik, don't you think is it quite tough for you? Yeah, this type of question I got on that day. But I was pretty sure that, and I don't have a tiny doubt about it. And this is the biggest reason that I have qualified CA in the first attempt. Okay. So when I look back about that moment, I remember a beautiful quote. You always perform up to your self-image. And this applied to me at that time. Once I qualified my CA in a first attempt, because what happened, I qualified in a first attempt, right? So I am not enjoying it as much, right? Because I have noticed so many people just took so many times, right? So I am having somewhere urge to read. So I started looking for some course in a finance and investment domain. So I just got to know about the CFA from US. I start preparing for it. Okay, again, I qualified all the CFA exams in a first attempt. At that time, I was also working in a small startup. Okay, and it was a time of a startup Europe. Startup are getting like lot more funding. So many things happening at that time. Good for a startup. Okay. This time I was not more focused on a job. Okay. Again, moment of realization came when COVID happened. So to be fair, I was not prepared for it. Okay. And 2020 was a very toughest year for my life, I can say, because whole year I was jobless. Okay, it is quite humiliating. Like you got so much academic collection like CA plus CFA, and still you are not able to find a job. Okay, and my lot of friends are earning good money and etc. So it's quite embarrassing for me, right? But this period taught me so many things, right? And I read a lot of books, and I realized one very important thing: like family is the ultimate treasure of your life. Okay, but I came back stronger from that moment, and I realized so many things, right? So after that, I came to Bangalore for job, like Silicon Valley of India, like famous for good people, good vibes, good food and weather. Okay, so I can say by heart I am also a South Indian because I love to eat dosa. I can eat dosa any day. Okay, and I also love to try different foods in South India, and I also love to travel a lot because I think I have explored many places near to Bangalore like Coorg, Wayanad and whatnot. This is my journey, and while working in a corporate, but I realized one thing, that I need to work on my communication skills. So I started looking for some kind of a platform or forum where I can work on it. Then I got to know about a Whitefield Toastmaster Club, where people from different background, different area, religion came together for a single vision, just for personal growth, improve communication skills. Then I joined this club. I can proudly say I am very much grateful to be part of this club. This club helps me a lot in many ways. Okay, I read so many books, right? After reading so many books, I realized one very important thing. You need to be grateful for everything, whatever you had. Whether it's a caring family, healthy body, or it is simply waking up to a new day. When you show gratitude to the others people, it feels wonderful to them. Right, it is a kind of spreading a happiness magnet around and making a world a happier and a brighter place. And every step we took towards our goal, it brings us closer to our goal, right? So this is my first step to be a good communicator. As Zig Ziglar said about start, you don't need to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Well, that's my start. Thank you so much.
Nicely done. Thank you, Toastmaster Harshit, for that wonderful introduction to the club. Next, we move on to the second speech of the day, and the speech is going to be evaluated by none other than our presiding officer, DTM Zahir. In the fast-paced world of F1, by the way, that's the hi that we say to each other, Zahir takes the lead. An enthusiast, a bright personality indeed. As our club's president, a distinguished Toastmaster too, his leadership shines in everything he'll pursue. With an aura of positivity, his presence beams, a personality that illuminates like sunlight streams. In the realm of speeches, he's a guiding star. DTM Mazahir, the leader, both near and far. Toastmaster Mazahir.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm here as an evaluator for our next speaker, and as an evaluator, our speaker will be delivering a speech based on a specific objective. The objective of this speech that our speaker is delivering The purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. Alongside when the speech is getting delivered, the purpose of the speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. This is what we teach in Toastmaster. We say the feedback is the breakfast for champion. Speaker will be delivering a speech, feedback will be provided, and the speaker will then incorporate it. Thank you. Over to you, Vishal.
In Nellore's embrace, Anil finds his ground. An IT professional in Mindtree he's found. Born and raised in Andhra's warm domain, his story unfolds a rhythmic refrain. Listening to melodies, a musical quest. Cricket, snookers and swimming, a leisurely zest. In the dance of hobbies, a vibrant array, he finds joy in each sport sway. Toastmaster Anil. Toastmaster Anil, just restart, Toastmaster Anil.
So how many of you are IT engineers in this room? Okay, it's a good count. So I think being closer to Whitefield and being in Bangalore, I have asked the invalid question, right? Yeah. So being an IT engineer, so you may be facing problems in the applications and servers. So what is the first thing you do if there is an issue in the server or in the application? Restart. So we know restart will resolve the problem, but as an engineer, right, we can't take that call in the first step. So we keep checking for the logs and we try to troubleshoot the problem and fix it without restarting. But some of the management guy comes and says, boss, it is already down for a long time, so you have to fix it immediately. If required, you take a restart. I am approving that. And then we restart it and the problem gets fixed, isn't it? So, in our personal life, no senior manager comes and asks us to take a restart. So it is our call. We have to take call and we have to take the restarts to resolve our issues. So in the same lines, I'll tell you my story of how I started my Toastmasters journey, why I had to stop it, and then how I restarted it. Being come from a small village in Andhra, I was very weak in my communication skills and English language. After the completion of my graduation and during attending the interviews, I got to know how great my English was. So there used to be jam sessions, just a minute. Jam stands for just a minute. We have to pick a topic and talk for 1 minute. So I failed miserably. But one good thing I used to do at the time was kept attending the interviews, whatever the result was. So initially I was very confused. Later on I started confusing the interviewers with my skills, whatever I have gained. And finally I got a job, that too IT job. I landed into the job. I started hearing about the recession. The entire industry got collapsed as soon as I entered into the industry. I don't know what the recession was actually. People were talking about it, but my time is very good that time. So everyone were losing jobs, but my career went into the peaks. New job, started learning new technologies, new skills. It was a local company, domestic company. So somehow I managed with my English in that company. So later on I switched the job. So it was an MNC this time. So where I had to deal with foreign clients. Every week there used to be a meeting where we have to give the status updates to our foreign delegates. So whenever I get a chance, right, I don't like to miss the opportunity to speak. The client is from Finland. So I couldn't understand what they were asking. And I started speaking something. I used to start speaking something which they couldn't understand. So the entire room was, pin drop silence when I start speaking. So initially I used to think that I'm a very critical stakeholder and people are listening to me very carefully. But on a Friday evening, right, my close colleagues told me that boss, everyone were silent because we couldn't understand what you spoke. So that's the reason we were silent. So this all happened in Mumbai. So when I was working in Mumbai, I relocated to Hyderabad. That is when I seriously started thinking to develop my communication skills. I have to develop, otherwise I couldn't survive in the industry, I felt. So that is when I started Googling over the internet. And I walked into a lot of institutes, spoken English institutes in Hyderabad. Finally, I zeroed on to this Toastmasters. So I'll ask you a question. By 2013, how many of you heard about Toastmasters? Very few, right? So by 2013 itself, I got to know about the Toastmasters. Somehow I got the contact, booked the appointment, and attended the meeting. It was in Amirpet Toastmasters, Hyderabad. So initially I felt they teach grammar. So I went into the meeting, but the format was completely different. So speakers were going onto the stage, someone were writing the notes, and they were giving feedback contrary to my expectations, right? The format was totally different. But later on I realized grammatical part I can work on by myself. But what I needed the most was to walk onto the stage and to overcome my stage fear. So then I felt it was the right platform to improve my communication skills. It was very refreshing for me that time. Every morning, getting up early and attending the meetings was very refreshing when my other friends were having late night parties and sleeping by that time. So, but life had a different plan, right? So I could not attend, I could not continue that sessions due to office commitments and other stuff. Later on, I got married and totally lost the track. So, but somewhere in my mind deeply, I subconsciously knew that my Toastmasters journey is not yet over. It is still there. I know that. After a long, many years, right, I think during the COVID time in 2020, again, I became active in social media. People were, that time, right, very, very active because we were all idle, right? So everyone were posting their achievements in the social media, like LinkedIn, I completed this certification, that certification. Then again, it triggered me a thought. Why can't I restart my Toastmasters journey after a very long 7 or 8 years? So that is when I started thinking of it. I don't know where to start and what to do. Came across some motivational videos. And then I think I have prepared a to-do list of things. Just 2 years, 2020 and 2021 gone with seeing the motivational videos only. That is first thing. And I started action in 2022. So where I completed all my long pending goals and skills. And I reserved 2023 for my Toastmasters journey. So that is when I met our Vice President for Education, Raj, in some of the, I think Facebook or some post. I saw his contact and contacted him. And I first came as a guest. So since then, there is no going back. So the same positive vibe which I got in Amirpet Toastmasters, I got in Whitefield Toastmasters. So whatever the office commitments, despite pulling me back, so I had missed a meeting or two, but it is a temporary halt. So that's my restart of Toastmasters journey. Thank you all. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmasters. With that, we wrap the first session of today, and now we move on to the second session, the table topic session. In the vast skies of aerospace, Akshay engineers dreams. Aero navigation's maestro, where innovation gleams. New hobbies are his canvas, where interests unfold. In the tapestry of exploration, a story beautifully told. As Associate VPE of Whitefield Toastmasters Club, Akshay takes the lead, planting seeds of leadership, a flourishing deed. With the early birds show and the table topics in his command, Akshay's journey continues like grains of sand. In the public speaking realm, a leader in ascent, his influence grows, leaving a lasting imprint. Toastmaster Akshay.
Thank you so much, Vaishak. Actually, we all want to ask this question to you. How do you do it, man? Like, how do you convert all the introductions to poetry? And people are so liking it, actually. Maybe they are not saying it right now, but they will definitely give you the feedback. People are definitely liking it. I am like so much liking it. Maybe you are holding some magical phones or something. What is it going on? It's really good. Okay, so this is about the table topic session. I am your table topic master. So what is a table topic session is all about? It is about the impromptu speaking sessions. I'll give you a topic, very interesting topic about the things going on or the upcoming things like the new year and all. And you will come here, think about the topic for 15 to 20 seconds, and then you will deliver the speech within 1 to 2 minutes. So basically the minimum time is 1 minute and maximum time is 2 minutes, and you will be given a grace period of 30 seconds as the timer already mentioned. All set? Yes. Okay, so guest in the house, please raise your hand just for once. Okay, great. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so who wants to become the flag bearer for the table topic session? Anyone, or shall I call out the names? Okay, Murthy, why don't you come, please? Okay, your topic is, do you still feel the charm of 31st December or it is just like another day? Do you still feel the charm of 31st December or it is just like another day? Murthy.
Good morning, everyone. So, my topic is, do I feel charm of 31st December or I feel it as the same? Coming to myself, I feel December 31st as the same, because I have seen many people keeping resolutions in last week of December, and they hardly do it for 1 or 2 weeks in January 2024, I mean next year, and they forget about it. And I don't want to fall in the trap. I don't want to keep expectations of doing something new for the coming new year. And like for example, someone might take a membership of 1 year for gym. They'll pay for entire 1 year with a lot of motivation by seeing Arnold photos and everything. So with that motivation, they'll pay for 1 year. They hardly go for one month or more than that, because they paid. That too they paid. If they have not paid, they'll not go for that 1 month also. So I personally feel we already have the skills which we gained in 2023, this current year and past years. So it would be better if, personally for me, I would continue going one level next in that, rather than keeping some resolutions and disappointing myself. As I still have time, I want to talk. So, anyone put any resolutions here? Any resolutions? What is your resolution?
Like to become more active, physically more active.
Oh, that's nice. So, I even though till now I motivated you people to not have any resolutions or anything. To again manage time, I'm saying. Actually, I got a YouTube email that, dear Murthy, last year you have uploaded these many videos in YouTube. That motivated me to upload more videos in 2024. So I'm in like music videos. So I'll be doing that. I'm sorry for motivating and demotivating you people. Thank you.
Toastmaster Murthy, you definitely have said the right thing. For those of you who don't know, he is a flutist and he performed in the 50th session of the Whitefield Toastmasters. Okay, so who will be the next one? Who will be the one? Please come. What's your name? Arvindam. So your topic is India versus Australia World Cup final was on 19th November. How was your 20th November? India versus Australia was on 19th November World Cup final. How was your next day, 20th November?
Okay. Good afternoon, all. Yeah. My topic is like India versus Australia match on 19th November. How was my day on 20th November? So it's like everyone, all of the India, like this year it was a great. We hosted G20, and like lot of things happened to India. But one thing we missed is we went up to final, but we couldn't catch the World Cup. So as everyone, I was so sad. Like the past last World Cup 2019 was also like we didn't get, but the previous one we got. Like it was like we lost it in our own homeland. That's also one of the very like feeling bad about it. But okay, like the next day I didn't open any of the Instagram or any of the WhatsApp, as I know like everyone put the same status. Kohli is crying, the other players are crying. So I haven't opened any of the social media, WhatsApp or Instagram. And okay, it's okay, fine. We have some more the next T20 matches also with Australia only. We may fail again. So they put like lot of the things. So okay, it's like at least we came up to this point. I was so happy for the India team and our all the players who played well. Anyway, like even we lost, we gained in the other way. Like we hosted the World Cup ODI. So I read some news that India gained some 22,000 crores from this World Cup. So yeah, on the one way even though we failed, on the other way the economy, lot of things happened. I hear that like in Ahmedabad, hotels price went up to 1 lakh, and even some visitors didn't get any hotels in Ahmedabad. They booked the hospital rooms and stayed there and watched there. Okay, for me it's just just watched in TV, so for me it's okay. I'm thinking of the one who like one of my colleague. He came from USA and took some ticket. He stayed for 2 weeks and watched the match. I don't know about him status. Okay, it's happened. We will next ODI we will win hopefully. Thank you all. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Arindam. I remember my next week after 19th November. I was just thinking of one question: where did we lose? Definitely, I am proud of the team because we won all the matches across like all the tournament, like 10 matches we won, and the 11th match we lost. But yet it happens. We just have to digest the fact and move on. Okay, so who will be coming for the third topic? Please. Toastmaster Avnindra. Your topic is, what would you celebrate more, your birthday or your promotion day? What would you celebrate more, your birthday or your promotion day? Toastmaster Avnindra.
Thank you, Toastmasters and dear guests. So, what would be my most celebrated day, birthday or promotion day? So, I would celebrate more my promotion because, if I take example of my last birthday, so every birthday, my birthday is coming 5th of May. So, every birthday, what I do, a very normal thing. I go to office. I try to work harder on that day. I try to write some journals on that day. So my birthday is like any other normal day. Or sometime before marriage, I used to go some place alone, do some
meditation or something like 5, 6, 7 years ago. But if I get situation where I get promotion, it would be something different, because my career I'm really associating with my my help to the society. I'm working as a architect, let's say. So I'm working with one of the organization who developed the very critical medicine for the company, for the people around the world. They're very so I'm thinking my work as a very good contribution to the society. So promotion, it shows that okay, my commitment to my work, which is actually define my myself own. So definitely, if I'm coming on the conclusion that I would definitely celebrate more my promotion, which indicate my dedication towards the world, what I'm giving to the world back to the society. So on this note, back to Toastmaster of the day. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abnindra. I would relate to that. I believe every one of us has celebrated many birthdays until 10 years, like grand celebrations at our homes, right? Now this is the time to celebrate our success at our work, professionally, or whether in Toastmasters, whatever it is, whether we are building something on the side, like a side hustle, we should celebrate that more, right? Okay guys, who wants to come up for the next topic? You want to come? Please. Sachin, your topic is, do you think New Year resolutions are effective or they are just for namesake?
Can you help me out with it?
All right. I think New Year resolution is one of the biggest myths of the world. I don't think they work at all. The success rate of it is very clear. You can see it for yourselves. And the reason why I think it is because people select one particular day, that is on 31st December, that on 1st January I'll start doing something so ridiculously well that I will completely change myself, which doesn't happen. Improvement is a case of small increments. This is how you improve yourself. You cannot change yourself. You cannot go from somewhere down below to the topmost in one day. What you've got to do is you've got to have a plan. On resolution, for New Year resolution, what people do is they say that we're going to do this, we're going to do that. But nobody actually even thinks about what my planning will be. If somebody can sit down and think, instead of taking this as a kind of a moment of revelation, rather a moment of planning, that I think will lead to more of a success, which nobody does actually. So I think it's a big myth. Another reason what I can say is people get influenced because of their friends. They don't find motivation among themselves to do something. Because their friend has either complimented or harshly judged them, they think that they should do this, whether they should join a gym, whether they should become a public speaker, and etc, etc, etc. Things don't pan out that way. You have to think about yourselves, what you need, where you want to go, and that leads to success. So that is the reason I think New Year resolution actually do not work out. But I think if you plan yourself, it doesn't have to be 31st, it can be any day. The moment you feel that this is where I want to go, this is where I'm heading, this is how I've planned my life, and this is exactly where I am at, and what to do to get to point B, I need to do. That will help you improve yourself. I think, thank you very much. I hope I could do some justice to the topic. Yeah.
Thank you, Sachin. I think you really inspired us in that 2 minutes. That was such an inspiration. I heard every one of you might know Zakir Khan here, right?
Yes.
So I heard people used to ask him that when will you go to gym? You know, you have become such a great comedian and he has just performed in the Royal Albert Hall in London, right? So people used to ask him like, what are your gym goals and all? So he mentioned this thing. Then whenever New Year will be there, Monday will be there and 1 January. All these things will be there. Like at one place, I'll start the gym. So this time in 2024, 1st January is Monday. So you guys can also, maybe if you are the follower of Zakir Khan, you can, plan out the things. I have two interesting topics left with me. And I would like Jimmy to please come up and take one topic.
It seems like you have made your mind to give me something.
Okay, so your topic is 31st December, party till 6 a.m. or 1st January 24, gym at 6 a.m. What will you choose this time? The topic is...
Something goes wrong, he can claim.
Your topic is 31st December, party till 6 a.m. or 1st January 24, gym at 6 a.m. What will you choose this time?
Okay. Thank you for giving me such a beautiful topic, which has actually created that euphoric moment in me today, because I am neither nor or either in this. Okay, 6 a.m. It's again, I would like to say that nothing is very special about 1st of January or 31st of December. It's as usual a day that comes and goes. But what is relevant is what we are seeking, what we are looking into that day, that particular day. Day needs to be productive. It doesn't matter whether you start at 6 a.m. or 6 p.m., but your mindset, your goal needs to be clear. So to me, partying till 6 a.m., not worth. Hitting the gym at 6 a.m. again is not worth. Because it is just for a day or a two that momentum will go, but that will not continue. What will continue is your mind, body, and soul. Be consistent. Be clear about what you think. Set a goal. You need to have a mission and a vision of your own. You are the best creation of this universe. Do not forget that. You are the maker and the breaker of your life. So to me, 6 a.m., start your day, daily routine, try something new. What else can be done, can be added on that day. Could be for yourself, for your society, for your kids, for your home, for your maid, for your God, for your society, anywhere. So it's a usual day for me, but yes, to an extent, to be more productive. That is what I feel. And in a very serious note, if I'm not doing that, you can see, come at my place, check me out. I'm very frustrated within. Because each day matters to me. The time counts for me. If I'm not doing anything good for me and for my family and for my society, to an extent, that's not worth a day for me to live. With that note, I love you all. I want you guys to be positive in life. Set a goal, mission, vision, and your goal to be very clear to stand where you want to be. Thank you. I wish you all a very happy New Year.
Thank you so much, Jimmy. There was a reason I gave you this topic. I somewhere knew it will be a lot much of inspiration behind this topic when you will come up on the stage and deliver the speech.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, last topic is left. Anyone of you want to volunteer, or shall I pick up the names? Come on, sir. You can come, please.
Pen? Oh, okay. Sorry, Mike.
Yes. Veera, your topic is... This is your first meeting at Toastmasters?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'll give you a situation. there is an XCOM committee in Toastmasters which manages all things at the back end.
Yeah.
So your topic is, have you, after attending the meeting till almost the end, have you ever thought or will you thought of becoming an XCOM member of any Toastmasters club?
Good afternoon, all. So, will I want to become a XCOM member of like any group? Like, so Toastmaster is one of the thing. Definitely not actually. So, XCOM member like will come up with a lot of responsibilities and like lot of work to do, a lot of coordination to do. Again, I think we have to see like what is our goal, as ma'am said, and like how do we want to achieve it. Like, I think definitely for my goal and thing, basically XCOM member is not the one thing. I don't know much about like this club, but like generally in a, like any company, XCOM member like need to spend a lot of time in the office, need to like even in home also have to think a lot about it. So maybe like I'm at this point of my life, like maybe not that person. I want to explore more things, more activities, and like want to like into the other things. So I definitely don't want to be any XCOM member of like this thing. Maybe at this point, maybe like after some time, like I may want to, but at this time, like I don't want to be. Thank you.
Thank you for your candid reply, Toastmaster Veera. Okay guys, so I'm done with the topics and back to our poetic TMOD, Toastmaster Vaishak.
I love how you called all of them in succession. It was a wonderful session.
Thank you for this.
Now we've come to the final round of today's meeting, which is the evaluation session. And for that, we will be firstly going over the evaluations of our speakers who have presented their speeches today, and then for the entire meeting. I now hand over this dais to Toastmaster Kevin, General Evaluator.
So, to start off with the general evaluation for today, I would like to first call upon evaluator of speech number 1, Toastmaster Monica, to stage.
Thank you. Thank you everyone. And special thank you to Toastmaster Harshit. You did your L1 P1 icebreaker, which was a very good speech, and yes, you introduced yourself and you let others know what you are, from where you come, so it was a good speech. The high points of your speech was your expressions, so you were very expressive and you had a constant smile on your face, so that was very good. The humor, few punches you had in your speech, so that was also very good and very engaging to everyone. You mentioned some 3 to 4 quotes in your speech, which is very good because it in your L1 P1 or the icebreaker, this was the highlight to include some quotes. As I already told that you were very engaging and your storytelling was on point, as you were telling about your study, then your job, your movement to Bangalore and other things. So you had a story in your speech, so that was good. With this, I would like to tell you that where you can work on your speech. What I felt is you should have more pauses in your speech. Like when you are giving the speech, there is a clarity in the speech, but you have to give pauses to understand, to let the audience grasp like what you said and what you will be going to say next. So there should be pauses. Second thing, the clarity of speech. The clarity maybe I felt because the speech, you were speaking at a very low pace. The pitch was very low. So maybe other person, I don't know about others, but I was not able to hear it clearly that what you exactly are saying. The third thing is like in some of the sentences I felt that those were not getting completed. So it was like you are saying something and you just left it in between. So there was no finishing of sentence in few things. There was a tone which I observed that when you were saying something, so this was a tone. So I think you can improve on that. Many small sentences as I've already mentioned. One thing which is very important is the gestures. So you were having either this or that, but you should have more gestures in your speech. Overall, it was a very good speech, the structured speech, I would say. Just I felt that after schooling, after your career, your job and movement to Bangalore, you suddenly took the point to your hobbies, traveling and all. So I think there was a link which was missing in between, so you can work on that. Other thing, as I've already said, that your voice level or the pitch level you should work upon and practice this speech more so that you can deliver it in a proper way. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Monica, for that evaluation. Now I would like to call upon the evaluator for speech number 2, which is DTM Mazahir. Yeah, we can keep the applause going.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everybody. A very special one to Toastmaster Anil. I want everybody to look at it and smile. Thank you so much. Anil, my evaluation will be very simple. I will simply divide it between the whole of intent, the content delivery. I absolutely love the title of your speech, Just Restart. Anything with just, I think has a ring to it. So just do it, just restart. What you're wonderful at, in terms of content, you make sure that your content is built and weaved in such a manner that you have the audience engagement. The very first thing as a speaker that you may want to grab the attention is nothing but ask a question. Toastmaster Anil, you did that really well. I love the very fact that with the way how you deliver your speech, you make it sound like a smooth transition. I personally dislike those who say, coming back to, fast forward to, and back forward to, and back backward to, and what not possible. With you, it's so smooth, right? The delivery style of yours when you speak, today's speech was to do an inspiration with a sprinkle of humor. Humor comes natural to you. And top of all, it takes a lot for a speaker to share their personal story. It is not easy for you to say, I was rejected in many of the interviews. I can understand how you must have felt because I once had a client-facing role where we used to have a lot of people who used to come from abroad, right? The pressure on us to do better. I'll probably even wear formal on those days. So I could really relate to it. Thank you so much for sharing that. In terms of improving, what could have made this particular speech a little better? Number one, sometimes, maybe out of nervousness, our hands tend to go in our pocket. Now what it does, while you're speaking really beautifully to everybody and everybody understands that this is happening good, this makes us feel a little nervous. Take care of that. The second thing is, maybe as a speaker, the stage movement also comes natural to you. But what happens is, if I'm speaking to you, I'm sure now the audience on my right hand side cannot hear me as well as possible. Limit your movement or maybe portion it to a place where you're speaking at least direct. If I'm going to move this side and then I'm going to move this side, the pace and the voice may not be, or it will be unheard at possible. Another request that I have for you is that whenever you have a content where you want people to be inspired, keep the stories as short as about 2 or so possible. Otherwise, the audience tend to get lost. I know there were like few stories to understand, we all were laughing, but we kind of forgot where it started from, right? In terms of a recommendation, what I may want to do it for the future speeches is that take care of your rate of speech. As one of the previous evaluators said, I'm not really quoting her over here to steal it, but it's an important point to have a pause. You give a pause, you start from there. What it's going to help you with is your rate of speech. It'll calm down a little bit. Overall, I think we all understand, and I quote once I read something, never be afraid of starting over. It's a change to rebuild your life the way you want. That's a great message that you delivered. So all of us, what we're going to do? Just restart. Thank you so much. Back to you.
Thank you for that beautiful evaluation, DTM Azail. Now I would like to call upon my core team, starting with the timer, Toastmaster Anjani, to give out the time taken by each speaker today.
Hello everyone. I'll just read out the timings. So, beautiful speeches. First of all, icebreaker session, Harshit, 5 minutes 29 seconds. Next, prepared speeches, Anil, 7 minutes 27 seconds, just on time. Coming to table topics, Murthy, 2 minutes 21 seconds. Arvindam, 2 minutes 29 seconds. Avinindra, 1 minute 56 seconds. Sachin, 2 minutes 8 seconds. Jimmy, 2 minutes 28 seconds. Veera, 1 minute 5 seconds. Coming to the evaluation section, Monica, 3 minutes 17 seconds. Muzahir, 3 minutes 20 seconds. Thanks a lot. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anjani, for that descriptive report. Now I would like to call upon the R counter for today, Toastmaster Dev, to give out his report.
Thank you. Hello everyone, I'm back with the report. Starting with Toastmaster Harshit, the filler words were used more than 5 times. Toastmaster Anil used filler words more than 5 times. Coming to the table topics, Toastmaster Murthy used only 1 filler word. That's a good thing. Toastmaster Arvindam used exactly 5 filler words. Toastmaster Amit used more than 5 filler words. Sachin used only 1 filler word. Jimin, did I pronounce it right? Jimmy. I would like to appreciate that you use no filler words. I would like to applaud to that. Toastmaster Veera used 3 filler words. Thank you all. That was my report. Over to you.
Thank you for the report, Toastmaster Dev. Now I would like to call upon the grammarian and his report. Over to you, Toastmaster Bhima.
Thank you, General Evaluator. It was a pleasure listening to your speeches today. I have made a note of all the excellent grammar usage, such as camaraderie, critical core, vibrant space, comforting light, power of decision, enthusiasm, critical stakeholder, tapestry, movement of revolution. I would also like to point out some of the word and sentence that were used incorrectly. My speaker is, which is to be my target speaker is, we have to fix it immediately, which is to be, we have to resolve it immediately. Last World Cup, which is to be previous year World Cup. I'm happy to see that fellow members are eager to use the word of the day. Kevin and Jimmy used the word of the day in their speeches. Great job. Everyone can use it more often in your future speeches. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhima, for that very good observation on the grammar aspect of today's speech. Now coming to the general evaluation of how the speech went today. To start off, our meeting, which is usually starting on dot 11, today started at around 11:15, I guess. due to because I think we were waiting for some guests to join. So let's make sure we as Whitefield Toastmasters, we have this punctuality in our core, right? So let's ensure this next meeting we won't have this issue. And the meeting actually, even though we started late, it was covered up by Toastmasters Mazahir's way of the poetic, the poems that Mazahir said in today's meeting, which I personally am not a person who listened to a lot of poems, but then today's the amount of poetry that has been told in today's meeting has made everyone interested in poetry. I hope everyone shares the same feeling now. So I would like to know and maybe read more poetry, because it's about, I realize that it's all about the in-depth thinking that goes inside. The brilliant way of putting out less words in giving out a bigger message. That's what poetry seems to be. And it was a very euphoric session today. That being said, after Mazahir, the meeting was taken over by the TMOD. It is very refreshing, and the amount of preparation that's gone inside in making today's meeting so beautiful. Kudos to you. And all the poems will be shared by Vaishak towards the end of the meeting. Because so every person was actually called onto the stage with the poetry, right? So I'm sure you will need your poetry. Please collect it from Vaishak by the end of your meeting. And yes, now coming to the two speakers for today, I think the evaluation was done properly by the evaluators. The only two suggestions that I have for the first speaker was that probably you just use this space. The movement is just that. So instead, you can. I would like to take an example of Vaishak here. So when you become a little more animated, people will connect to you. We were completely, listening to your story. That really, everyone understood what you were trying to say. But if you be a little more animated, it will look and people will, connect with you more with how good your journey was. But for an icebreaker, this was awesome. And with the speaker number 2. I'm so sorry. Can someone tell me speaker number 2's name? Okay. How can I forget? Suddenly I just missed out writing your name here. So Anil, excellent speech. You definitely have a scope for becoming a stand-up comedian soon. So, and like Mazahir said, the word "just restart" very powerful. That can be the first stand-up comedy that we can start. And that being said, I would say over the course you're getting better and better. I'm finding it very hard to even get find some fault here. But then what you can work on is, it's just a repetition. I think you put your hands in the pocket, so that could be avoided. Apart from that, now coming to the table topic speakers for today. Starting with Murthy. So he gave a powerful message on resolutions and all that. It was actually, it was really good to listen to. Again, a little more, hand gestures and the vocal variety. That is like, increasing your volume wherever it's required, reducing it. It should, I would say, I always feel that whatever you're trying to say should come from your heart. Because when it comes from our heart, no, then we will actually, you won't have to be animated for the sake of being animated. It will automatically come to you. Then otherwise, another observation for Avinindra. Avinindra is again, the vocal variety part is what I would like to highlight on. But otherwise, your the way you put across the message, your message was that you wanted to celebrate your promotion more than your birthday. So that was well conveyed. But again, a little more animation and try to connect with the audience. When I say connect with the audience, even though you are telling your speech, just try to check out audience faces and see, are they really grasping what you're trying to say? So that connect is very important when you become a public speaker. Among the entire table topic session, Jimmy, kudos to you. Jimmy is one person that we can look into, because the way she, first of all, the way she, even though the table topic that was given to her was whether you will party all night or you'll wake up at 6 a.m. and go to gym, the way she twisted it and brought it to her, her way of saying it. Like I remember Mazahir once saying, in table topic, the way to handle a table topic is if you do not know what to say. It's not like you have to, you cannot just pass it on. You should. So for example, if they say, talk about a goat, okay, and you do not know what to say about a goat, tie that goat to a tree and start talking about the tree. So that's what Jimmy did today, which is fantastic. That's a way of, that's a very good way of handling table topics. Okay. With that, my tag team also did a fantastic job. The timer, counter and grammarian, they were very keen and they have observed, every observation was noted and well said. With that, I would like to now hand over the stage back to our TMOD, and this is the end of my evaluation. Yeah. Thank you.
Now we come to the end of this. Now we come to the end of our meeting today, and for the concluding remarks and to announce certain announcements, I invite on stage TTM Mazahir.
Where's the second mic? Watch. Good afternoon, everybody. Right, what I have just done for the members of Whitefield Toastmaster, please do take a look at the group. I've just sent the voting link. For the guests who are available in our guest group, please do take a look at the guest group. The voting link is available. I'll give you about a couple of minutes for you to please vote for the best role player. Results will be here soon. Meanwhile, I will do a couple of announcements. If there's any guest who doesn't have it, just ping me a hi if you have my number, and I'll send it to you. Once again, if any of the guests who's not part of the group, ping me a hi right now and I'll send it to you. Once again, this vote is for every role player who came on the stage today, including the best speaker, the best evaluator, and the best table topic speaker. I hope you guys are able to access the form and vote. No. That takes time. I will probably skip it for some time. In case the network doesn't work, we understand. We'll probably try to have the Wi-Fi working next time. Bhima's going to help me with that. Then suddenly Bhima changed the tone. He said, I'm not an engineer. I said, it's okay. I understand that. Guys, how did you like the meeting today? Good? How did you like the meeting today? Great. Super. I think, when they say quality over a quantity, today's meeting, being 17-18 of us in the room, it talks the measure. Very few of us know that the original Toastmaster of the day was supposed to be Toastmaster Ananya. Ananya, if you're listening, right there. I think with what Kevin said as the evaluator, I totally agree with him. That he left no stone unturned.
From the very, the introductions to the entire flow of the meeting, the beginning of it, I think that's a beauty of any speaker who comes on the stage. And they know how to win your heart, right? They will just start with something and you are hooked to them. You're actually waiting for them to come back and say, okay, when will this person be over? I want to hear Vaishak a little more. That's what Vaishak did today, right? So I think he definitely deserves a special round of applause from all of us. In terms of announcement, I do have a couple of announcements that I will make right now while you guys are voting. Just give me a second. Okay. Akshay also mentioned that the link is not working. I'll still go with few of you if you're going to vote. Let me know if majority is having an issue with the internet. Is majority having an issue with the internet? Okay, cool. Then I will probably take someone's help and I'll do a manual voting in that case in the interest. Yeah, today. Alright, in terms of the announcement, I have very few, but they're very important. The current executive committee term is getting over on December 31st, 2023, just a day before the new year. What we are doing is we are actively looking for the executive committee officers for the next term, which is for 6 months from Jan to June 2024. In case if you're planning to become or help us organize these meetings and run our club, please nominate yourself. Let me know directly. You can send me a message. The second announcement that I have is related to December 31st plan. How many of you are available for a meeting on that day? December 31st. How many of you are available? My goodness. You're going to show your hand now. You'll all be at home. What we have decided to do, we have decided to cancel the meeting. Considering it's 31st, it's the last day of the year, we've decided to cancel. But then you'll wonder, Bazai is only 17th. What about 24th? How many of you are actually available for 24th meeting? 24th December? Yes. Jimmy says no, Kevin says no, I understand. We'll come to your house to eat Christmas cakes. We will also be trying to making sure that a couple of our members who couldn't make it because they were unwell and all of that will definitely try to join us. So December 31st is cancelled, but December 24th, which is Sunday, that meeting is happening. It will happen right here at Rohan Vasanta. There's a huge possibility that Rohan Vasanta will be, this might be, okay, don't quote me for this, December 24th meeting might be the last meeting over here because we are actively looking for a space. The reason why we are looking for a space is because in any society, whether it is Shobha Dreammakers or Rohan Vasanta or Purva or anybody, right, for that matter, there's always this thing about the entry and exit, right? We want to make it more smooth. We have actually, with the help of Toastmaster Piyush, have identified a couple of places in and around Marthali Main Road. We will try and visit them. We'll try to close that in next 2 weeks of a time frame. If we can, our target would be to have the first meeting of Jan 2024 maybe at the new venue. Again, don't quote me on this if we come back here again, but our purpose is to make sure we find a space. Is that okay? Yes. Cool. I will pass on the diary later to our guest who turned up for today's meeting, so please fill your name and your phone number so we can connect with you if you would like to join our club. Alright, cool? All cool? Okay, now I need one volunteer and I'm going to be... So who's the guest who hasn't spoken today? Is there any guest who did not speak today? You did, okay. May I request you to please come over here? This is for the fairness. So I would want to have somebody over here who did not speak so he can help me with the vote count. What I'll be doing is, I'll be taking the name of all the role players one by one. I'll ask you to keep your eyes closed and he will do a counting and he can let me know who is the winner in that particular category. I'm going to give him the pen and a diary in front of you. This page is blank. You guys can see it. I, for some reason, love doing magic. My hands are empty, right? What if I bring a paper over here? Would you be impressed?
Of course.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. What do I do? Can you tell me what I need to do? I'll tell you. I'm just trying to show them a magic trick. It doesn't exist. So what I'll do, there'll be each category of voting. Example, best role player. I will ask them to vote one by one by raising the hand for each individual. In that category, I want you to write their name and give me the count of it. Okay, cool. Sorted? Sure? Okay. I request all of you to please close your eyes, and if you don't, I'm going to point out and you're not closing your eyes. Okay? Cool? Close your eyes, please. We'll start with the voting process now. First, we will go on with the category of best supporting role player. These are the people who came with the general evaluator, including timer, R counter, and grammarian. Please raise your hand if you would like to vote for the timer, Toastmaster Anjali. Thank you. Please raise your hand if you would like to vote for the R counter, Toastmaster Dev. Thank you. Please raise your hand if you would like to vote for grammarian, Toastmaster Bhima. Thank you so much. Now we'll move on to the category of top three. The big three of today's meeting among the Toastmaster of the day, General Evaluator, and Table Topic Master. Please raise your hand if you would like to vote for the Toastmaster of the day today's meeting, Toastmaster Vaishak. Thank you so much. Please raise your hand if you would like to vote for the General Evaluator of today's meeting, Toastmaster Kevin. Thank you so much. Please raise your hand if you would like to vote for the Table Topic Master, Toastmaster Akshay. Thank you so much. We will now move on with the best speaker. You heard two speeches today. The first one was delivered by Toastmaster Harshit. The second was delivered by Toastmaster Anil. I would like to now request all of you, or people who would like to vote, for the speaker number one, Toastmaster Harshit. Please raise your hand. Thank you. May I now request you to please raise your hand if you would like to vote for speaker number two, Toastmaster Anil. Thank you so much. We'll now move on to the category of Best Speech Evaluator of today's meeting. This is among the two. You heard two speech evaluators, Toastmaster Monica and Toastmaster Zahir. We will vote for. Now may I request you to please raise your hand if you would like to vote for the speech evaluator number one, Toastmaster Monica. Thank you so much. May I request you to kindly raise your hand if you would like to vote for the evaluator number two, Toastmaster Zahir. Thank you. We will now go on with the category of the table topic speakers, and for that you heard a couple of speeches. I will take the name right now. I have them written. Be very cognizant, we'll make it quick on this one. The best table topic speaker among the table topic speaker, please raise your hand if you'd like to vote for the speaker number one, Toastmaster Murthy. Thank you so much. Aravindam, speaker number two. Raise your hand for Aravindam. Thank you. Table topic speaker number three, Abhindra. Thank you. Table topic speaker number four, Sachin. Table topic speaker number five, Jimmy. Table topic speaker number 6, Veera. Cool. Thank you. You guys can open your eyes. Yes, it's nice, no? Green and all that. So remember I spoke about a magic that I'm going to be showing you? You remember all of that? You remember? Yes. Okay. White paper, super. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to flip it. Instead of white, I'm going to show you something black. Ready? Ready?
Yeah, ready.
Sure? Positive? Akshay? With me? You guys can laugh. This is a magic. You guys didn't see it happen. What? Jimmy like, oh.
Yeah, because I was skeptical when you started with white paper. I was just looking into two fingers that you had like this. This guy must be having something at the back. So.
See, I'm not a cheater. I'll do whatever possible I can. It's a free show. You get this. That's it. Alright. So I do have the result ready. Thank you so much, Sarvanan, for helping me with the vote. And trust me, it gets really intense. But there's one thing that I must tell you. Each and every person who came over here, each and every one, I think you all deserve a huge round of applause. Can we have... This is what I love about our club, right? The energy is right there. Alright, so we'll now move on to the category of the best supporting role player, the best auxiliary role player. Among the three, timer, our counter, and grammarian, the winner is Toastmaster Dev. Congratulations. You can stand over here. Among the top three, being the Toastmaster of the Day, General Evaluator, and Table Topic Master, the winner for today's meeting is Toastmaster of the Day, Vaishak. Congratulations. Among the best speaker, we heard two fantastic speeches today. The winner, with a very small margin, is speaker number 2, Toastmaster Anil. Congratulations. Among the two speech evaluator, there was a tight fight between the two. I personally loved the speech evaluator number 1. But yes, public voted for your truly, so you can clap for me like in silence. Among the table topics, trust me, this was a very tight one because people were thinking. There was intense moment of thinking that they heard everybody, and I think that thinking made us think that most of us, and I think all of us, did a really wonderful job. Again, this one as well with a tight margin among 3. The winner for today's meeting for a best table topic speaker is Jimmy. Congratulations. May I request our VPPR to please take a picture. Jimmy, you can come this side. We'll stand in the order as we were called. And I'll do a show off with his diary. We can do like this. We'll probably make you hold a certificate. Right, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much, guys. Our winner deserves a better round of applause. Can we have a round of applause? Thank you so much. No more magic tricks. I am going to straight away jump to the theme. 1 second, my phone has been acting up a lot, and I'll make sure that the meeting ends on time. Do I have your permission to read 1 or 2 couplets more? Yes? Are you guys all up for it? Yes? Yes. Okay. Something about Diwali. Do you guys want to listen to it? Yes. Okay. This is by somebody, by the way. None of these shares are mine. They all been taken. So if I do not say the name, I do not have the name for them, but these are not mine. Zara adab se uthana in bujhe diyon ko. Zara adab se uthana in bujhe diyon ko. इन्होंने कल रात सबको रोशनी दी है. किसी को जलाकर खुश होना अलग बात है. इन्होंने खुद को जलाकर रोशनी की है. That is for Diwali. So, and the Urdu Shero Shairi is too much. They do say, and by the way, the reason why Ananya was supposed to be the Toastmaster today, because she attended something called Rekhta. That just happened in Delhi a couple of days back, I think 9th or 10th is when that happened. They always emphasize on knowing the language. As our Toastmaster of the day, Vaishak said, right, it's always great to know what a poet wants to express. They sometimes express a really big meaning just behind, those one or two lines. It doesn't matter. The poetry can be in Hindi, can be in Urdu, English for that matter, right? Your own languages. I've heard some of the best poetry in local languages such as Tamil, such as Kannada, such as Malayalam, Telugu and whatnot possible. So I think there have been poets sitting in every place possible. Couple of people from North are one of my favorites, right? I mean, if you happen to go to my page, you will hear my voice in one of the voiceovers that I've done for one of the poets that says, "Ho gayi hai peer parvat si pigalni chahiye, is Himalay se koi ganga nikalni chahiye, sirf hangama khada karna mera maqsad nahi, koshish ye hai कि हालात बदलने चाहिए." So, when you listen to all of this, there's something that ignites within you to do better, maybe to understand, to reciprocate with what the poet is trying to say. I remember in school, our teachers used to say, "What does the poet mean by this?" At that time, I used to laugh with my friends and say, "How does it matter?" What the poet means by that, how is it going to matter? But I think now, out of all, is the time that we realize a self-realization is really important. Take the inspiration, no matter where it comes from. It can be in the form of a couplet, it can be in the form of a song, it can be a form of anybody saying anything to you. As somebody said, don't wait for December 31st. Right, Sachin? Don't wait for December 31st. Any day can be a December 31st for you. As long as you have the motivation to do good, to start new, start today. Don't wait for the day when the perfection is going to come to me. I'll stand over here and do something good. Because continuous improvement is way better than delayed perfection. This is what we all go by. My name is Mazahir, signing off as the presiding officer for the meeting number 51. Ta-da! Thank you so much.